Falcons. Everyone to the Target Center in downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's the home of the Timberwolves, where we're broadcasting from live today. We're all set to bring you NBA action. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. This homestand ends here for the Timberwolves as they get ready to hit the road.
I would expect for both sides to come out fast and full of emotion, just the nature of this rivalry.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with the W.
Oh, what a fun matchup, Doris, we have here tonight, featuring two teams that love to shoot the three.
And we continue to see more and more of this in today's NBA, Kev. Both of these teams have the green light to fire with any sliver of space from deep. This should be a shootout.
Here's Fox after the basket by Washington. And here is McDaniel. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Bible with the ball. Pass to Edwards. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. McDaniels outside. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. McDaniels got 5 now.
And Fox is a solid passer, knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Outside, Gasol. Out to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Here's Thibault. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to McDaniel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Ingram missing. Here's Edwards. And he drives in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Fox. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Edwards. Screen by Siakam. Edwards, that's good. He has 6.
Boy, Edwards so good in close. This guy has got touch and strength, everything you could ask for.
Greg, Anthony Edwards is full of confidence, and it's beautiful to watch.
And rightfully so. Ant can do it all on the floor. As complete of a wing as you'll find
in our league.
Simons. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then, at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Guys, back to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks. Pass to Ingram. Down low. On the wing, Fox. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. Two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Edwards drives in. That's tipped. Outside, Fox. And finished off by McDaniel.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniel sent it in.
Here's Edwards. Plays it up and banks it in. Edwards got 10.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's been all about Jaden McDaniels for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Washington, 14.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting. Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Pass to Shannon. Now Fox, defended by Thibault. Just 3 to shoot, and it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to go on Naz Reid.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. And Edwards, no good on that one. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Now, here's Fox. Fox is double. Turner with the screen. For 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Turner's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, that's the great three-point stroke of Miles Turner, and has that feathery touch from deep, and his size really hard to guard.
Now, here's Johnson. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. A pass to Fox. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead. Of course, what about Miles Turner? He views himself as more than just an athlete.
I think he views himself as a Renaissance man, very much into style and fashion. He considers himself an artist. If you've ever seen any of his creations, they are mind-boggling. Miles Turner has a ton of interests.
Here's McDaniels. Gasol with the rebound. Wizards trailed by 7. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
And I'll tell you, what a huge game from Jaden McDaniels on the offensive end. He's a lockdown defender, so a big-time two-way guy.
Edwards, good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Now, here's DiVincenzo. Pass to Shannon. Fox looking it over. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough. Having himself a night.
Here's Bull. Outside, Jones. He's looking for Bull and finds him. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. They lead by their biggest margin of the game. 9.
Going for a dunk, Ingram uses that physicality, clearing the defense out of his way.
Now here is Harris. Knocked loose. Fox with the steal. The finish. And it's Fox with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Pass to Carrington. Clock at 6. Gasol on the high post. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And so it's Minnesota ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. There's Anthony Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, oh boy, when Anthony Edwards gets downhill, turn the lights out, folks. He's a handful.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Minnesota making a switch here. Timberwolves leading by 7. Outside, Fox. Three-pointer, Simon. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Simons has got 5 now.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simon's too big a threat from deep.
Screen by Siakam. And Edwards slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, team. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Guys?
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Out to Turner. A baseline J. And again, it's Minnesota.
Okay, Miles Turner going to the mid-range. Money in the bank for that guy.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's got 24, and it's Davis missing.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Outside, Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Back to Johnson. It's in there. Davis with the assist.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
They get a hand on it. It's Davis on the wing. Outside, Edwards. Johnson for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Johnson's got it back down to single digits for the Wizards.
A guy like this with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam. So it's the Timberwolves now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Reed. 4 on the clock. Going inside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Wizards trailed by 8. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And so Fox will bring it up for Minnesota. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Wizards making a switch here. McDaniels on the wing. Outside, Fox. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels gets a wide-open look. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
And the dunk by Bull.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. And McDaniels, here we go. On the wing, Carrington. To the paint. And Gasol with the dunk.
What a pretty pass by Bub Carrington, reading the court beautifully.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. And Gasol comes to help. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Good on the three-point shot. Fox has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Minnesota.
This guy has been a key to their success tonight. He's been selective and efficient.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Wizards making a switch here. Wizards trailed by 7. Now Carrington. Nothing on the board. To the inside. Davis doing his thing inside.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Hit by Reed. And stolen by Bull. And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. 7 seconds left to play in the third. Outside for Davis with 2 seconds left. Off with the layup. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Timberwolves. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to... Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Here's Ingram. Pass to Turner. Out to Ingram. Back to Turner. Shot clock at 5. In the corner, it's Ingram. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Wizards trailed by 10. Johnson surveying the floor. Outside, Edwards. Edwards loves it in there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drills it from outside.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Turner. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Fox! Johnson rips down the board. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wizards. 8-point game. Ingram with the steal. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Thibault. Now Johnson. Here's Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And he banks the layup in.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Now Turner from outside. Down he goes for 3.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella. You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Let's lose a 3. Can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 7. Johnson outside. Outside, Siakam. Turner with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Siakam with the rebound. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Johnson knocks down the 3.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Oh, this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
And with got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, he had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you.
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here. You need a big basket, you come to me.
Now McDaniel. Here's Fox. For three. It's off target.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Now Edwards. Stolen by McDaniels. And stolen by Siakam. Here's Edwards. Jacks up a three. McDaniels pulls it down. And so Minnesota takes the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.